What is going on, party people? Fumin Show here, back at it once again with another E3 2017 related video. Of course, joining me, my good old buddy and pal, my partner in crime, PhenomSage is here.
A little bit over the top there, but yeah. This will likely also be the last E3 2017
Oh, yeah,
video.
it probably is. It probably is. This is...
Anything else would probably be like an individual video, like, oh, we want to talk about Mario. We want to talk about Spiderman.
We will talk about Mario. Don't worry, guys.
That's more of an individual thing, not really related to E3. So
yeah.
This will be the last video on my E3 2017
playlist. It's probably mine too. So it's bittersweet.
Yeah, it's sad to see it go, but we already know the dates for next year, so we're all good.
Oh, do we? What is it? I actually don't even know.
It was like June 12th to 14th, I think. So it's earlier than this year.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing in this video, my boy? What are we doing here?
We'll be talking about. Well, it's the E3 awards, right? So we're going to be choosing our winners for 6 different categories that I came up with, and I didn't want to make anything.
He said 6.
Yeah, 6 categories. I know there's like so many out there that are like 18 or whatever. I didn't want to do lame ones.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. Best mocap in a game.
Best whatchamacallit, best stage or whatever. First of all, I'm not even there, so I can't.
Best hairstyle in a game.
And or like things like negative awards, like most disappointing. Like get that shit out of here. This is for good shit.
I could do most disappointed. That one, because I feel like there's things that we hoped we would see but didn't, or things that we did see.
No. Most disappointing as in like something that was there that was just insanely disappointing, which I could give it too. But I feel like this should just be more of a positive experience for everybody. Okay. So
I'm down.
But if we want to mention that in the bonus section, whatever, maybe I'll
Crackdown 3. I'll go and say it right now.
Crackdown 3. that was mine.
That was the big one. That was the big one. I gotta
too.
get that out. Crackdown 3 looked actually bad in my opinion. Like it didn't even look
Crackdown
good.
3 looked incredibly disappointing based on like whatever. Yeah.
That's a whole. Oh man, I can go on forever. The fact that Microsoft didn't even push that game at all. They pushed so many games, but not the ones coming out this year.
That shows how lackluster it is that they didn't want to give it that stage time. Anyways.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get into some positive shit. So starting off these awards, here's the first award we're going to be giving.
Oh snap.
Best CG trailer.
Oh man. Okay, so
there's some good ones to pick from here.
There's a few, and they're all good.
I'm interested to hear what you think was the best, because I'm neck and neck between 2 of them.
Okay. I think my favorite.
Actually, I think there might have been only 2 of them. I can't remember. I only remember 2 of them.
My favorite is a game I just started playing the other night. You already know what I'm talking about.
Oh snap! You're going that direction, boys. Yep. Here we go.
I think the Evil Within, the music, that weird white blob, the milk that was attacking our lead character.
Yeah.
It just looked pretty. I don't know who was singing that song. It sounded like Soundgarden. I think it might have been Soundgarden. I really like that.
It was a cover. It was a cover on an existing song.
It was good. That was a really cool trailer. Visually just outstanding, emotional, just powerful. It was powerful. And then at the end they did spice in some gameplay too, which looked very impressive compared to the first game, now that I'm playing the first game, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite. I think it just looked really cool. The fact that it's coming out this year too, the way they revealed the game and it's coming out. I mean, it was heavily rumored for like a year now, but the way that they revealed it was fantastic. And
I think we were both blown away by that CG trailer.
Oh,
we saw it, we were like, this is like not this. Like we were thinking about the E3 awards back then. We were like, this is one of the best. Trailers.
I was at that very time. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the best. Like, and to me it is. So yeah, that's my favorite CG trailer of E3 2017.
It's hard to disagree with you, but I have one that I thought was just a little bit better. I feel like the Evil Within trailer added value if you were familiar with the first game, which I was not. So I didn't get as invested in it. It was still a great trailer, but there was another trailer that came along that I didn't need to know anything about the series to get into this.
You're gonna trigger me. You're gonna trigger me.
I'm gonna trigger you?
You're gonna trigger me.
You didn't like this?
I didn't.
My favorite CG trailer was the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer shown at Ubisoft.
I didn't like this trailer.
What?
Now that I've rewatched it, I don't like it.
What?
It's such a okay, I'm not gonna hate on it or anything like that. I'm not gonna go into supreme details or anything like that. But I didn't hate it. I just disliked it. Explain
yourself.
Because of the first game and what that was and how much of a departure it was from the first game. And how much, like, how it was the language in it, the bad language. And now I don't care about bad language in a game, but you have a game that's originally rated T for teen that has hardly any language at all. To this, and it just felt like they were trying to like prove a point, like this is rated M, like we're gonna say the F word 5 times in one sentence. Like it just felt super forced. Like let's have this pig dude say the F word 5 times. Like. It just felt really weird. Like,
okay,
the Evil Within is rated M, and that had no curse words in that entire trailer.
Yeah, but nobody gives a shit about the language in Evil Within. The thing with this was to send a message that, yeah, this is very different from the first game. And I think it worked. I think there were a couple that I thought were forced. None from the pig, though. The pig, I thought all of his lines were, like, super well delivered and made sense in the context of the scene. I think the monkey said a few that I thought was like, okay, come on, we didn't need that many. But I mean, at the same time, I don't think it was for like shock value. Like, oh no, he said the F word. Like, I think it was like literally just like that's part of his character. Super obnoxious.
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, I look at it from that perspective, and I could say, blah blah blah. I don't like it. But from the actual trailer itself, the action and everything, it's fantastic, and it rivals mine very much. Like I like the Evil Within just a little bit more than.
That's the thing. Like, ignore the language. It is just top notch. It is
like just the action is great. Like it plays like a movie.
The only the thing with the Evil Within trailer was that it was very much a concept more than like putting you in a scene.
Yeah, I don't think that white stuff is even in the game.
No, and I think it was more to like convey the tone of the game more than actually show what you're going to be doing in the game. Whereas like in the Beyond Good and Evil trailer, that's like I feel like that's straight up what you're going to be doing in the game.
Yeah. So they definitely hit the head on the nail there. It
just conveys a lot of emotion. It conveys a lot of like it has excitement. It has like those slow down emotional moments between the two characters when after that whole chase scene plays out. Like it's got everything.
Yeah.
It gets you that emotional those piano keys when they revealed the logo at the end.
That was nice.
Beautiful.
That was nice. I said I didn't hate it. I disliked what they were. I disliked the idea of the game. But I don't dislike the trailer itself. We'll have to see how the game turns out. Obviously, that's way too early to judge the game.
That game is not coming out for a while.
That's like I feel like that's like 2020 almost.
Definitely 2019.
But no earlier than that. But yeah, I just preferred the Evil Within one just a little bit more.
I love both trailers.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was the Wolfenstein one CG in the beginning, but like. It wasn't. Oh, that was all in game. That doesn't count. Yeah, I thought that was all in game. Yeah.
No.
What other CG trailers were there?
I was trying to think.
Like, was there anything
might have been the old. No, I don't think so. I feel like those were the only 2 CG trailers. So maybe that wasn't, and maybe that was a poorly thought out category on my end.
I mean, no, it was a fun discussion. I mean, I like the Evil Within trailer a lot, so I did want to talk about that. So yeah.
I'm looking through here. Just I don't see anything unless you count the Battlefront 2 trailer,
which I don't think was very good at all. I mean, it wasn't like anything notable. It was just like Battlefront. Okay, like it wasn't like oh wow or anything like that.
I'm not saying we've entered the age where like most trailers can be in game and they look almost as good as CG trailers.
Oh yeah,
so,
like the God of War trailer during PlayStation, which was like that arguably could have been CG.
Get to it.
Yeah,
we'll get to it.
Okay.
Boys.
Next up.
All right, let's get into this next category here. Now we have best gameplay trailer. Now, I think me and you both can probably agree what our favorite gameplay trailer was. So I'll let you take the obvious one, and then I'll give you one that I normally wouldn't pick.
Okay, so I have 2 that are very
You can't
strong.
pick two.
I know I can't pick two, but I'm hoping that you touch on the second one.
All right. Well, okay. You mention yours and then mention the second one, and we'll talk about it.
Okay. Obviously, Mario Odyssey. I mean,
Mario Odyssey,
come on.
easy.
Come on.
Easy.
That
Odyssey.
gameplay, I mean, like, out of the gameplay just looked so clean. Revealing that you could capture enemies was like a very special moment, just for E3 in general.
That song reveal.
Oh my god, do the
Best song
Odyssey,
of 2017.
my boys, let's do the Odyssey.
Best song of 2017.
Oh yeah, that's the song of the summer. That is the song of the year. I hope that it gets. Oh my god, imagine if we get that during Game of the Year show, live
performance of that song.
Jeff Keighley, do you hear me? But yeah, that trailer is just everything I love about Mario and everything I love about Nintendo and just what I love about games and what I love about music and E3 in general. Like the way they were just revealing things, like oh, you can enter, like go inside enemies and capture them and control them. Like that was such a beautiful reveal. The way they did that with the frog, I literally have that as my profile picture on Facebook because I just love that scene so much. And it was just an excellent trailer, just excellent. I loved it.
Super good. Definitely my favorite as well. Why don't you mention what your second one is? Because I feel like it might be the one that I wanted to talk about.
I was blown away by Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
Just blown away. The trailer itself was just so damn good. And then the gameplay. The way they combined gameplay with the end-game cutscenes was so good. It was so good. I literally had to back away from my computer for a second when I saw that game, because I remember the first scene of gameplay that we saw was like him on that Liesel or whatever, that weird machine dog thing. And it was glowing flame. It was 60 FPS, looking clean.
A glorious 60 FPS.
Yeah, it was just amazing. The graphics in that game.
Also, shout out to the Wolfenstein devs for being able to get quality, graphics like that and still keep it at 60 FPS on console.
Oh
that's
my god!
Impressive.
That's insane. That's one of the better looking games I've ever seen. It just looks so good. The game looks so good. But yeah, I loved it. That's
wait for that game.
That's a close second. I didn't think anything would come close to Mario, but that did. That's a close second.
I knew Mario would be the top one going in. It's
before we all knew that Mario was going to deliver, but Wolfenstein delivered too. So yeah.
Yeah, that actually wasn't the one I was going to talk about.
Oh really?
That's also a good pick. You mentioned this just 2 minutes ago, but I want to bring it up again. The God of War gameplay trailer. I really enjoyed that trailer.
Oh yeah, me too.
There was some. I feel like I'm a little harsher on it now after rewatching, just because there's some weird decisions with the trailer.
Yeah, they do some weird. The pacing of it's a little weird. They do some weird where it gets
the dude, the comic relief moment with the dude and everything. It's kind of off, but just everything else about the trailer. I love the music. I love the world that they're building. The best part about it is I love how much story they show without you knowing
exactly
what
what's
it
going
is.
On. Yeah. My favorite was the very end with the big dragon thing. That was super cool.
Yeah, the serpent or whatever.
I love that, and how it talked and just the way it looked. I was
oh
my god,
so good.
I thought immediately you were gonna I thought the trailer was gonna end with him jumping on it and attacking it, but that thing's apparently friendly or you're
so
working for it or
God of
something.
War.
I was expecting it to be now you die, but it was just I can't remember what he said, but he was what can I do for you or something along those lines. I was oh my god, that was really unexpected for God of War, and that was really cool. I like that. That was. I love
that, and I love how well it's portraying Kratos as a different character.
Oh, definitely. And while still paying homage to the original character too, because in the beginning of the trailer we see that this is technically a continuation of the story. It's
such a genius continuation too.
Really cool.
Such a well established plot. Kratos is in a completely different realm. The gods here know about the gods there, and apparently they're treated as inferior gods to them.
The idea of Greek mythology and was this Norse mythology existing in the same plane is outstanding. I love that.
I love that, and I love how they've set it up so that the Norse gods are going after Kratos.
That's awesome. And honestly, I hope we get some Greek god versus Norse god greatness too. Like I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. Although,
dude, the shot where you see Thor's hammer stuck in the fucking ground.
and it's like the size of like the Empire State Building.
Yeah, it's like the size of a mountain.
That's
so cool.
That was cool. That was a really cool trailer. I need to watch it again. And yeah, I haven't. I've only
I'm
watched
glad.
it once.
I hope we see Thor in this game. I hope he's just as big as that hammer.
Oh my god, that's gonna be insane. Rest
That'll
in peace,
top
Chris
the-
Hemsworth. Rest in peace, Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth.
That'll top the Kronos fight from God of War 3 as like the biggest scaled fight in the series.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because like he was like almost the size of the hammer. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right. What's the next category?
All right, here we go. This is a fun one.
Oh boy.
Although there's not really there's slim pickings on this one, but it's fun.
Slim
Best
pickings.
surprise announcement.
Oh my god, you know what this is for me. Oh, I just got a message. Sorry about that. Okay.
Don't please tell me. All right, say yours. I need to hear it.
I mean, I gotta think about that. Do you have one in the barrel right now? Like,
I know which one's mine.
I think mine is Anthem.
Anthem. Oh. Wait, what? Really?
I'm still really into Anthem. Like, I mean, I feel like because it was so early in E3 that it kind of got overshadowed by everything else that was shown, and people kind of stopped talking about it.
I think not only that, but I feel like on rewatch, most people, including myself, just realized that that gameplay with the fake players really wasn't that great.
Okay. Yeah, that's stupid. But the game itself looks amazing. Like, I want to play this game. Like, going out of that press conference, I was like, I think almost out of everything. This was my favorite out of the Xbox. I like this more than Sea of Thieves. Like, I like the gameplay and what they were doing. Sea of Thieves, God, never mind. I don't know if I can say that, but
I don't.
But
agree with that.
what other surprises were there? Maybe this is the only one I can really think of. But I did really enjoy. That was a
There
oh
were
my
only two.
god!
There were only two for me that I thought were like major announcements,
I
and
think-
one of them is barely even an announcement. So I don't even want to choose that one. So what I'm going to choose for mine is probably what got the biggest reaction from me out
Oh
of
wow!
all of
Oh,
you.
okay, now I know what we're even talking about now. Okay. No.
Oh, yeah. No. This whole category is basically just like biggest, or not biggest, but just best surprise. Like I think Anthem works in this
I
category
thought this was
too.
something that was like already established, and you're like, then you see it, and you're like, oh wow, like it looks like this. Like I thought it was
no.
I thought like Mario and Rabbids could have been in here.
If that was it, Spiderman would probably be for mine. But no, I'm talking about surprise announcements.
Oh,
something
okay,
we
okay,
had no idea about.
Yeah. I already have mine in the barrel then for sure. But I want to hear yours first. I think
Okay,
I already know.
all right.
I already know what it is.
You already know what mine is. My best surprise announcement is, of course, the Shadow of the Colossus remake announcement. Such a good trailer, such
Out of
beautiful
nowhere.
visuals. Yeah, out of nowhere. Apparently, right before that conference started, they filed a trademark or something, like literally right before it.
See,
and
this is
that's how
this is why
people
you
feel.
don't scour the webs right before a press conference.
Oh yeah,
Get
I'm
off
so
Twitter.
happy I didn't know.
Just
I'm so
click on that stream and just wait. Like that's what you got to do. During E3, I rarely touch. I only touch Twitter for like other people's opinions on things. I don't look at anything else. I was so surprised by that. I remember our reaction. I was just like, where did this come from? I was just
It was out of nowhere.
It was so out of nowhere, and it makes total sense too. Like I think it because Ico was such not Ico. The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian was a beautiful game, but didn't sell very well. I think
They're
it's
going back to their cult classic.
They're going back
boys.
to their cult classic. I think they're using the same engine. From The Last Guardian, even though it does.
I think they might be.
It looks a lot prettier, but I think
so too.
they are using the same engine because I feel like they put so much effort in that engine.
Well, they're not the ones doing the game.
That's true. But it would be a shame to let that engine go and not have, because again, like Ico just didn't sell. And I mean, Ico, so similar to Ico. Last Guardian didn't sell enough to like really like like feel gratification from that game that they created. I feel, and it's a kind of it's sad how hyped that game was and how nobody played it, and it was actually outstanding too. Like the game was good, just no one played it. I hate it when that happens. That's what makes me. I rather have bad games than have great games that no one plays.
Me too, for sure.
But yeah, that was a big surprise for me. I think mine the one that blew me away the most was, and I know
you're gonna go for it.
I know a lot of people have kind of crapped on this announcement a lot, but Metroid Prime 4,
including me,
including you, it's just a logo. I know, but out of everything, it just because I did not think Nintendo was gonna do this. I just thought
I don't think anybody thought they would.
No way Nintendo's doing that. It's
They're
just
always
not
so stubborn. Why would they?
It's
why
just
would they
not the
actually
direction
listen
their
to the
company has
fans?
been. Their games have just been so like child friendly, kiddie, and that's fine. That's cool. But Metroid Prime 4, and I did a video like right before E3 was my last E3 2017 wishlist video where I said, "Please God, Nintendo, Reggie Fils-Aimé, give me Metroid Prime 4." Like I was just like kind of making that as a joke. Like I was just like, I know it's never gonna happen, but this is the one game where if this is at E3, I'm gonna I'm gonna piss myself or something. Like, and it was.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever wished for something that much and actually got it at E3, and that's one of the reasons why. I mean, it just.
I get it.
And it was. I just. Oh man, I still watch our reaction over and over again, man. It was so.
The reveal
funny.
was good. The reveal was good for a logo. I just wish they had more to just invest a little bit of cash into a CG trailer. Come on now.
Like give me like Samus coming out of the ship or something, like Samus kind of a rising, go that da 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 da.
Yeah, like for me, it just feels like they couldn't be fucked to like actually put effort into the announcement.
Yeah.
Like they're just doing it because, all right, we hear you guys. Here it is.
To be totally honest, though, I'm gonna be straight up. The logo looks ugly.
Yeah.
It looks ugly. Like they could have made a new logo. Like the Metroid, it looks like it was made in Photoshop. Like it doesn't look that good, to be honest.
I have no opinion on the logo. I think it looks exactly like I thought the logo would look.
I just thought it would look. I don't think that's the final logo. Like I don't think that's what the actual logo is going to look like, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was just so cool. Seeing that screw attack thing in there too, I was like, oh my god, it's happening! Like it was just so. It was such a fun. It got the most reaction out of me.
I think I got one. Yeah, for sure.
Another big surprise, though, something I will point out is a close second for me is, or probably not next. Close second is probably Shadow of the Colossus, but right before that is Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That blew me away.
That wasn't really a surprise.
It wasn't really a surprise. It was a surprise how damn good that looked, though.
It was a surprise that it actually showed up.
Yeah, especially at Xbox's press conference too. I was really expecting that to show up at PlayStation.
I'd like to point out, Sony was like, "Oh, we have some big Japanese games planned for our conference," and the only one was the Monster Hunter game. That was literally all they were talking about.
One, that's it, and that I didn't even think that looked that impressive, to be honest. So, like, I don't know.
I hate that. Oh, whatever.
All right, what's the next category?
Let's get into this next category. This is going to be an interesting one. This is where you can bring up something that you brought up earlier. This category will be for Best Original Game.
Oh my god, this is a tough one. Because there's a few.
And the rule for this is that the original game had to have had their first showing here.
Okay, so obviously Anthem is one that I want to definitely bring up.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one...
I already know what
and I can't even remember what the hell it's called.
Wait, don't say it if you don't know what it's called. Because it's probably the one that I picked.
What is it?
The only good part about EA's press conference was...
So good. This is actually one of my favorite games of E3. Like, probably my top 5 favorites from E3. Like, this... What is the game called again?
Pretty damn good. It's called A Way Out.
A Way Out. I want to play this with you, my boy.
Man.
I want to get out of that Shawshank Redemption style. Get out of that prison.
It looks like the prison part isn't actually a large portion of the game.
I'm guessing it's like the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like maybe the first half. Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not a big chunk of the game. I think A Way Out also means something else. Not just a way out of prison, but a way out of...
A way out of this struggling life.
Yeah, like in the trailer when he was like talking, he was like he's my son too. Like that was like, what? That was like,
what's going on here?
What is going on? He's like fighting for custody, like super personal, super emotional. Great action too. Like the gameplay looks so damn good. Give me this game right now.
Damn good.
I can't wait for this game. Like this is the one game out of like one of the few games out of E3 where I was like, that's a day one buy. That's like absolute. I'm buying this without a doubt. Like there's no question. Like I'm getting this game for sure. And that doesn't happen too much at E3, to be honest. Like, they show a lot of great games, obviously, but like this is the one where I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very meaningful game. Yeah, I think that's probably my. I can't think of anything else. I can't really think of anything else.
I got one.
What's up?
I got one. Xbox actually delivered a lot of good shit.
Oh, for sure.
In terms of like original games. This other one came from their stupid conference as well. It was The Last Night, the indie game with the Blade Runner.
Pixelated Blade Runner 2D glow in the dark greatness. Like that game.
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
It looked awesome. But
beautiful, probably the best looking game. From E3.
Best indie. I think I might give it. Actually, technically, A Way Out is an indie game, though. I forgot.
Yeah, it is.
Never mind. But that game did look really pretty. The one problem I have, though, I wish we got like a little bit of a sense of how the game's going to be played. Like
that's what I want.
I don't really know. Like, what is this? Is it a platformer? Is this an RPG? Like,
I can't give it to it because I don't know what we're going to be doing in the game. I just know that the game
it could be a
looks
walking
awesome.
simulator. Like, I don't even know. So like, it'll be interesting to find out more about that title.
Yeah.
God, give me that on PC, please.
Yeah, that will be on PC.
Thank God. I think it'll be on PlayStation too. I think it's only an exclusive first to Xbox. I don't think it's a straight up exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next category?
All right, here we go. These last two are the big ones, boys.
Okay.
This is where there's going to be some debate.
Oh, this is the great E3 2017 debate. Let's go.
Here we go. Best conference. I'd like to point out that I loved. I don't like this year compared to last year. I liked last year when everybody could just agree that Sony was the best and we could move on with our lives. Now there has to be like debate on which one was the best. And for some reason, people are saying, tons of people are saying Ubisoft won. Get out of here.
Okay, Ubisoft did great. I'm gonna be honest. Like now that I've watched it, I literally watched the conference over again. I love E3. Just leave me alone. I like that press conference. They showed
great
games.
Stage presence.
They showed Shut
up. They had great stage presence and they had the most personable and likable people presenting their shit.
And they showed a lot of games. That's why I like E3.
No,
because of games. And if you bring games to your conference. Cool, original-looking games. Say what you will about Skull and Bones. I thought it looked kind of cool. It was a game worth showing, and I think that's cool. A brand new game that we've never heard of. Like, that's good. And showing gameplay of it with the Kraken.
Listen to me for a second. Skull and Bones looks fuck. I'm saying that right now.
We're gonna get some. I'm literally gonna have to bleep that out. You realize that, right?
What else did they show? They had Skull and Bones that looked stupid. You have No Man's Skylanders that looks stupid.
Okay, that was probably the worst game shown at E3.
You had South Park, which we've already seen. You had Assassin's Creed, which we had already seen in this very E3.
Oh, give me that game right now. Okay.
Why don't we have Assassin's Creed? We had off-screen camera gameplay.
Okay, that was really weird.
Are you kidding me?
That was really. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay.
What else did they show?
Mario Rabbids RPG. Looking clean.
Mario Rabbids. Yeah, I know. That was the only good game they showed.
That's not
that. Beyond Good and Evil.
I thought Far Cry 5 looked pretty good. I liked, even though my stream was completely screwed at that point in the conference, but Far Cry 5 looked really, really good.
Far Cry 5 looked decent. But we had already seen trailers and shit for that ahead of time as well, so we already knew what to expect.
All I know is they brought the games. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even saying they're the best.
What?
I don't know even know.
3 games? They brought the games with 3 games?
They showed a bunch of games. Okay, first things first. The Mario Rabbids pretty much gameplay breakdown was fantastic, and it's what everyone needed because everybody was skeptical about that game. And the way they shouted out to the developer, the way that Miyamoto came on stage, that moment between Yves and Miyamoto, one of the best E3 moments in a while. I'm not even gonna lie, that was fantastic. The way they had the guns and everything, and then the breakdown of that game alone was great. And then Skull and Bones. I know you think it looks stupid, but that was a cool looking game. That's a cool, fresh new IP. Awesome.
Fresh? You mean the thing that they literally ripped out of Black Flag? That's fresh.
Yeah, but built upon it. They built upon it. Come on now, like that's unfair. Every single game is technically like that. And then seeing
Oh man,
Finally
I'm gonna
getting
get so much hate.
Yeah,
but
you are.
whatever.
Finally getting a release date for South Park, which is what you've wanted. Getting a solid release date. Isn't it coming out in
Yeah, and
September?
the trailer was good. The trailer was good. I'm just saying that they didn't really show a lot that I didn't expect, and most of it was filled out with boring talking.
Okay. I don't even know why we're
But
having this
I will
argument
say-
because
I
I'm
will
literally
say
this is
some-
not my favorite press conference.
I know it isn't. I know what your favorite is. This was a message to all the assholes who think Ubisoft won. Fuck you.
Oh my god, dude, what are you saying?
I'm just kidding. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
a little.
I disagree with that. I didn't care about most of the shit that
Okay,
they showed.
give me the-
Ubisoft. I
okay.
cared about Mario Rabbids and I cared about Beyond Good and Evil.
You have to give me this though.
And that was it.
Give me this. This was far better than last year.
Oh, far better. Yeah,
like-
I'll agree with that.
Okay, good. I just
Last year's Ubisoft was. It's not really saying
it
much.
was
'cause
arguably
last
one of
year's
the worst.
Ubisoft was garbage.
Yeah, it was arguably the worst of that entire. The one thing I wanted Rayman. I'm still pissed about that, but anyway.
Give me Rayman, and then maybe I'll at least look at your opinion about Ubisoft being best. I probably still won't agree, but
I think a lot of people that said Ubisoft is the best is honestly a lot of Nintendo fans, and I get it. It's fine.
I
Mario
don't
Rabbids
think it was
look
even
really good.
Nintendo fans. I think because I know a lot of people who aren't Nintendo fans that thought they were the best. I think they just. I have no idea what they're looking at that they thought that was the best. I guess it was like. I don't know. Dude, I've got nothing.
What makes me upset, the one thing where I'm like, okay, you're entitled to your own opinion, but if you say that Skull and Bones looks better than Sea of Thieves,
Oh, fuck
you
you.
can walk the plank, my boy. I'm not joking. Sea of Thieves
Yeah,
looks 10
Skull and
times
Bones.
better.
Skull and Bones
looks like a
a poor
$30
man's Sea of
PSN
Thieves.
game or something like that. Like it looks
Exactly. That is the perfect way to describe it. It looks like one of those PS Plus free games.
Yeah,
that
like
you get.
it looks fun. I might give it a try if it's for free, but I'm not paying $60 for that.
Oh, it will be $60.
Like I was just hoping for them to get off the ship and start getting that what that swashbuckling greatness. I wanted some of that
no swashbuckling in a fucking. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I'm like, at that point, you might as well
I
not
remember
even.
when we were reacting to it, we were like, "Where's the Did you really just not include swashbuckling in the game?"
And it's weird because it's from Assassin's Creed. I would honestly just give me a Black Flag spinoff game called Black Flag. Please, just give me a game just called Black Flag. It's a pirate game, like a real pirate RPG style type of game. That would rival Sea of Thieves for me. That would be impressive. But this, they took a cool element out of Black Flag, but they built upon it and everything, and it looks fun. But for full $60, it seems a little drastic.
You took. I don't even see anything that looks that much different from Black Flag's sailing. So
To be totally honest,
and
I didn't even play
had
Black Flag. so-
swashbuckling.
Yeah, it did. That's what made Black Flag freaking cool. It's one of the better Assassin's Creed games released in the last. How many Assassin's Creed games are there? 20? I don't even know.
Best Assassin's Creed games, period.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I think 2 is still my favorite, but
Love 2.
Yeah, 2 is great. Okay, I don't even. Why are we talking about
our
Ubisoft?
actual conference? That was just a discussion. We needed to get that out of the way because so many people were saying Ubisoft is the best. You know my stance. You know his stance. We're good now.
But if you do, if anyone's watching this, if you still think Ubisoft is the best, let us know why in the comments. I'm curious. Like, just give me your honest opinion. I'm not.
I'd probably say like, oh, Beyond Good and Evil looked awesome. Mario Rabbids is way better than expected. Like the usual thing that I've heard. I just don't understand how those two things quantify it being reaching like Microsoft or Sony. Like how?
Or even Nintendo.
Even the well,
I mean,
wouldn't go that
I don't.
far,
It's
man.
hard to compare Nintendo to other things because it's not a conference. But
That's hard.
All right, okay, just tell me right now, what's your favorite conference out of E3? It's time to get into this.
This is biased, okay?
I know.
It's hard to be biased, and it's whatever, right? When we're deciding these things, of course, bias is going to come into play.
That's what makes me weird about Ubisoft. How are you biased towards Ubisoft?
Yeah,
Like,
I could not understand that at all. Here's the thing, though. Out of all the conferences I walked out of, not only did I think they had the best showing, they had the least amount of talking. They had the best stage presence, I would say, the best like theater experience.
Oh, definitely.
And they would, they just had, even ignoring all those things, walking out of E3, I think they still had the bulk of the shit that I'm excited about out of E3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if I'd say the bulk, but they, out of all the conferences, I think they had the most that I was excited about. Although this was, like I said, this has been a pretty lackluster E3, but...
yeah, a lot of people have been saying this E3 sucks. It doesn't suck. It's not as good as last year, but it doesn't suck. I'll tell you that right now. This was it's still a very exciting E3, full of a lot of good
I think E3, even at its worst, is still fun.
It's still very exciting. Reacting to these conferences has been the highlight of the year, probably, for me. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but... Okay. Here's
the whole thing I was leading up to. Sony's my favorite. They had the best games. They had arguably they had one of my favorite gameplay trailers. They had one of my favorite showcases for a game. They just had an awesome presence. It was filled out with way more filler than I wanted from them with the VR garbage. But
I would have been fine with that if the conference was longer.
I would have been
show
too.
VR. If the conference is an hour and a half, you got to show VR. That's fine. But the fact that it's 50 minutes, that was like, okay.
I feel like a lot of people are judging Sony comparatively to last year. Whereas, like, if they had sucked last year and this would have been their conference this year, I feel like loads of people would be saying that this year was awesome, as opposed to like Microsoft, who had like a good one last year, but had a great one this year.
Yeah.
I feel like people are judging this conference way too harshly because people are saying, oh, you didn't see any new games. Dude, most of the games we saw last year, we had no information about. We saw like one thing on that, and that was it. Like, are you really saying that last year's demo of Spider-Man was enough to know what the game was? Really?
Yeah. No, I
like,
totally
that was
get that.
Huge showcase for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The biggest gripe, of course, is that none of the games are coming out this year. But
that's not necessarily a conference problem. That's more just like a company problem.
Yeah,
right
I think as far as like what they showed for each game, I thought it was excellent.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I'm biased because I love those properties. This year, I'll say that this has been the closest I've ever seen to Microsoft overtaking Sony. For me personally, I know it's taken over for a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
I get it. It was a long conference. It went over 90 minutes. They had they rapid fired the game Sony style, not exactly Sony style, but still Sony style.
Yeah.
And what I loved about Microsoft is that they had tons of variety in the games that they were showing.
Yeah, that's something that they were really trying to push, and I think that's even what's his face, not Pete Hines. What's the CEO's name?
Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer. Pete Hines is cooler than Phil Spencer, by the way. Okay.
I don't know.
Xbox One.
Okay. I thought you were about to say Nintendo.
Okay, no. If I was biased, I might have said Nintendo. This is an unbiased opinion. I think Microsoft won. What I didn't like about Sony's press conference and why that's not number one for me, and I'm not hating on anything. I did enjoy Sony's press conference. I just wasn't too interested in the games they showed, to be honest. Like, I didn't like Detroit. I thought Detroit looked...
You didn't like that Detroit trailer? We talked about this.
I thought I rewatched it. I've watched people talk about the game, and now that I've seen it and let it digest a little more, I thought it was just super heavy-handed and trite. The way they were putting down those flags, like I was like, this is super melodramatic.
What flags?
Like in the end of the trailer, they were like, "This is a revolution," and putting down these weird. I
love that.
That was so cheesy.
The music
I love
was
that. Good. The music was good, but I feel like this is me personally. I'm probably not going to get that game. Like, this is me personally. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of like Heavy Rain or anything like that. Like, I mean, they're cool, but like, I'm just not the biggest fan of that. Monster Hunter World, I feel like that is a good game, but the way they showed that game was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm not.
Like, they were doing this weird, like, wispy fairy thing. I was like, they're doing these weird hands. I'm like, this is kind of weird. You could have just given us a trailer. Like, I think that would have been a little more impactful if they've just given us a trailer.
I think it would have been too. It was weird, and it doesn't help that the game itself doesn't look great.
It doesn't. Graphically. It looks super grainy, like super gray toned and grainy. Like, I thought Monster Hunter was going to be a little more colorful. It looks like a PS3 game. It really does, and that's something that I'm also not interested in. And then what was the other one? There's one more game that I didn't really like at that show.
Days Gone?
No, Days Gone I think was brilliant. I love the Days Gone gameplay.
Uncharted? I don't know.
The way they opened with Uncharted was kind of like, what the? Why?
I didn't like it. Why
Open with
open
Days
with why
Gone.
open with DLC?
Yeah, open. They should have opened with Days Gone. They should have opened with God of War. They should have opened with Spider-Man. They could have opened with anything but Uncharted. That was weird. I think
I guess
honestly
they're trying to
they
get
like
that last push or something for the game.
maybe.
I didn't
maybe.
like it.
Although my God, that game looks good though. Uncharted looks
What,
incredible.
Uncharted? Oh, yeah.
How do they make Uncharted 4 look even better? Like that's the crazy thing. Like it legit looks better. I didn't think that was possible. Maybe they're playing on Pro. Like I don't even know. It just
What was the other one you didn't like?
I can't think of it. I
Well,
mean, the VR stuff was weird. I didn't think anything they
That was
showed.
I think that was it, right? Call
Yeah.
of Duty. Did you not like Call of Duty?
That was a cool little trailer. Call of Duty was whatever. Like I expected that. Oh, Destiny. Ugh.
Oh yeah, the Destiny bit. Is that the one you? That's
Yeah,
the one.
I really didn't like. I mean, I'm not getting Destiny, so I don't care. Not getting Call of Duty, so I don't care. Although I thought Call of Duty did look kind of cool. Not getting. Like, it's just like games that I'm not interested in and don't really care about, and that's fine. But when Sony has so many other games they could have shown instead, that's the part that bothers me. Like,
Well, they were
could have
paying that. They were paying those bills there, so I get it.
But I wanted Nino Kuni.
Activision paying
Nino
that
Kuni
for-
should have been at the show. They should have
Nino Kuni should have been in the show.
They should have showed that there. They
That
should have
was
showed
ridiculous.
Undertale. Well, I know Undertale's not that big of a deal, but that would
They shouldn't have shown Undertale.
I
But
think-
want to know what they should have shown? Knack 2 getting its release date?
Knack 2 getting its release date and being good. Like I've heard Knack 2 is actually good. I don't know. I just heard that from a few people.
I love how this turned into shitting on Sony.
But I'm not shitting. That's the thing. I'm not
Let's talk about
shitting.
the good thing. Let's talk about the good things. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
That's
was
Spider-Man greatness.
my stream was so bad, so I wasn't very enthusiastic in the beginning, but I've watched it again and I'm happy.
I'm happy too. I'm ready for that game.
I'm real happy.
God of War trailer looks awesome. Days Gone gameplay was great.
I just want one of these games. Just give me one of them. That hurt me when Sony.
Here's the silver lining there is that they've confirmed that pretty much I think all of these games are coming out the first half of next year.
Which is insane. I guess Sony's done with the winter push. I guess they're done with that because they've been dominating in the spring lately. Uncharted 4 came out in May. Horizon came out in February, I think.
God of War is coming out in March.
Yeah, like they're really just dominating that first half. What did I want to say? And also the one I don't like this. Sony from a PR perspective has been shitty lately. They've been really bad.
Oh, this thing about this is unrelated though.
It's unrelated, but it came out during E3, and that pissed me off. And the way, like, oh, we have way more games to show, way more exclusive. Just wait till PSX. I'm like, that's weird. Like, don't say that. That's
we damage control, boys.
Yeah, that was damage control for sure. But it was unnecessary damage control. Just leave it alone. You didn't lose
I feel
E3.
like
No
the
one
fans
lost
could have
here.
made a proper fight for you without needing to say that.
Yeah, like that made it worse to me. But yeah, I'm not even shitting on Sony. Sony
It's
was
kind of tryhard.
Yeah, it was a little tryhard. I am looking forward to PSX though, but whatever.
Yeah, PSX is always awesome, so we're good.
But yeah, I thought Microsoft had it was more entertaining for me. I think that was it.
See, here's the thing. Even in its worst moments, in Sony, I was still looking at games, whereas in Microsoft, I had to sit through like 10 to 15 minutes of 4K 60 FPS jumbo.
Yeah, but I don't care about that as long as the show is long. As long as I get those games.
You don't care about them wasting your time?
I mean, it's that they're trying to sell a console, and I get that. Like, Sony did the same thing when they talked about the PS4K or whatever, PS4 Pro. Like,
yeah, but they didn't do that in E3, which was merciful. Like,
I don't know.
They spent a whole 40 minutes or whatever doing that in their own show just because they knew it was so boring.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, like, I don't even care about the first 20 minutes of the Xbox.
Also, I have to. I guess it's kind of it's irrelevant in terms of like conferences, but it is a. I take it back. It's a software showcase, so I can forgive it. But really, there are no exclusives in that Microsoft conference.
I mean, like, I'm done trying to fight the war of the Windows, and exclusive thing. I mean, Sea of Thieves is an exclusive. Like, that's an exclusive to me. Crackdown is an exclusive.
So I just have to accept that it's never gonna have an exclusive again.
I don't care anymore. Like, to me, it's the same thing as like Switch in a 3DS game. Like, I don't. That's a little bit different.
Well, I care, but at the same time, I don't care because Sony is doing it for me.
But
so
I mean,
it's just like
that's
I think
the
it's a
thing.
big mistake.
Like, Sony fanboys can make fun of them all they want, but no matter what, Microsoft is making that money. regardless, no matter if they buy it on Windows or if they buy it, or I mean,
Well, that's
technically
the
they get it
thing.
for both,
But
no
like
matter
Sony
what.
has a founding for making fun of Xbox, not like Microsoft as a whole, but Xbox. They have founding there.
Yeah, but there's no reason to make fun of it because if you own an Xbox, you own an Xbox and you can play those games.
This is a completely different discussion about like whether exclusives should even exist or not. But
They should.
We'll-
But
we'll
I mean,
get into that
if Sea of
in a
Thieves was coming out for
discussion.
PlayStation, then I'd be like, okay, that's really stupid. But it's coming out for another outlet that is also Microsoft, and I don't care. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they're making fun of Xbox, not Microsoft. Like, what point is there to buy an Xbox if you can
Okay.
just get a PC?
I mean, it's a little bit cheaper for sure.
Is it though? I'm pretty sure buying a PC when you have parts on sale is way cheaper than buying an Xbox.
Yeah, but it's just not accessible at all. I mean, to like
I know.
to like
Yeah.
a mom or like a kid.
But that's
like,
the thing. Like it all boils down to: are you lazy and do you just want to buy this system, or do you want to save money and you can build it?
I'm
Like,
I'm still in this kind of gamer sense of mind where like kids still play games. Like to me, Sea of Thieves, yeah, like kids are gonna play that. 12-year-olds are gonna play that game and enjoy it.
Even 12-year-olds have PCs now, though.
Yeah, but not a lot. And that's ridiculous. A mom should not be buying a 12-year-old a $1,200 PC to play Sea of Thieves. Like, that's ridiculous. To play Minecraft, that's ridiculous. Like, an Xbox One is decently priced. Xbox One X, that's a different conversation there. But an Xbox One is decently cheap. So
All right, that's irrelevant though.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's time.
I liked a lot of the games that Xbox showed. It was fun to watch.
I think we can all agree that EA was the worst.
Oh my god, EA was worse than last year. I think.
Here, let's rank it up. Let's rank it up. Okay.
EA
So
last.
I'll go first. EA, then no wait. Actually, going backwards is easier for me.
Okay.
All right. So Sony first,
For me,
then
it's Xbox,
Microsoft.
then Sony.
just by a hair for me. Like Microsoft just lost by a hair.
It's like a clump of hair for me.
They were so close. Sony, then Microsoft, then
Sony, Microsoft, then I'm gonna say
Nintendo. I would say Nintendo is third for me.
I mean, I didn't even consider Nintendo a conference, but for E3 presence,
I have to.
Yeah, Nintendo. I think Nintendo did a damn good job. By the way, I thought Nintendo did fantastic. I know a lot of people disagree.
A lot of their announcements were lackluster considering the properties. Like you have Yoshi, and you're gonna just announce it like, oh hey, here's a new Yoshi.
I don't mind.
I don't Pokemon. You have Pokemon. And they're saying, we will be releasing Pokemon RPG Core Series on Switch, but I have no idea when we will be releasing said game.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but I mean, just their overall presence at E3, I thought they had the best show floor, easily. And
here's the thing: Odyssey alone gets it above everybody else, except for Sony and Microsoft for me.
So yeah, mine is Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and then Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA.
Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA. That's basically what mine is too. So basically,
but
we're the same.
Just
flip flop the Sony and Microsoft. Yeah. All right, fair enough. It's time. Yeah. It's time for this final category. We all know what it is. It's gonna be. I feel like we both have the same one this again, but whatever. It's time. Game of show.
Game of show.
Mario.
Odyssey. Oh my god, this game looks so good. It warms my belly. It warms my belly. Like I can't.
This is what video games are meant for.
Oh my god. Just the way they showed this game off, even the boring treehouse made this game look excellent.
I love all these polls. This is unanimous, by the way. It's unanimous that Mario is game of show.
IGN, I think GameSpot already claimed that it was. Easy Allies, like everyone is saying that this is game of show, and it's like I feel like it's not even. I don't think
it's basically the same unanimous decision that Zelda got last year.
When Nintendo tries, they succeed, and they succeed hard.
I think this is all Nintendo needs to do from now on is just come hard. Just with one game. Just every E3.
Yeah, just every next year.
Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 will be game of show next year.
Oh my god. E3 next year is going to be hyped too. That's another conversation to be had. But
yeah,
this game, I mean, it just looks excellent.
But to play devil's advocate, I'm not going to choose Mario.
Boy, you better not say the game I'm thinking. Oh my god, you're gonna say it.
I'm going to say it, but Mario is Game of Show, without a doubt.
Of course.
Without a doubt.
Of course.
I just feel like it's more interesting to have two.
Yeah. I'll give you a second one too, because I do have another game that I really enjoyed. But
well, yeah, but let's get back to Mario for a second. Mario looks goaty. It's goaty.
I feel like it is. The fact that Nintendo can get Breath of the Wild and this game in the same year, dominate that springtime summer, dominate that fall time winter, dominate the entire year. There's one thing people might be saying: Sony won E3, Microsoft wins E3. I don't care. Nintendo wins this year.
2017,
this
boys.
Entire year. I have never seen first party so strong on a console in its first year in my life.
Ever.
Never.
Ever.
I don't think we ever will either, unless it's another Nintendo console or something. Like, I mean, I don't.
Even with another Nintendo console, I think that like this was like the perfect. Wii U died for this basically. Wii's final year was sacrificed so Switch could have such a good first year.
I feel like that too. Worthy sacrifice. But I mean, I mean, this is something that we're going to be talking about at the end of the year with Game of the Year for sure, and just how much Nintendo has dominated this year. I mean, even ARMS is good. Even Splatoon 2 looks fantastic. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. But yeah, Mario just looks absolutely outstanding. Capturing enemies looks fun. The gameplay, just the 2D segments. The stuff I've heard from other people that have played the game saying that it's like the best movement in a Mario game since ever. Like, it's literally like the best movement in a Mario game of all time.
It looks excellent.
It just looks so good. It's just
the worlds, the
music, the new Donk City. Pauline is canon. Like, it's just so good. And I'm still got my money on Donkey Kong showing up in this game too.
Donkey Kong is showing up. I'm sorry.
I want it. But anyway, yeah, best of show for sure.
Best of show.
I don't think anything comes that close, to be honest. I can think of one game.
Yeah.
I can think of one game.
One game for me. You go. You say yours.
It's a game I already mentioned. Wolfenstein 2: New Colossus. I think that gameplay was just excellent. Just absolutely. It's the only reason why Bethesda wasn't worse than EA, in my opinion.
Best showing there.
It was just incredibly good. And the one thing Bethesda just kicks so much ass in is announcing games, brand new games, and releasing them months later. That is fucking cool. Like, I love what they did with Fallout.
October 27th is ridiculous.
That October the month. Assassin's Creed Origins, Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within, Mario Odyssey. Like, what?
3 of those games are coming out on the same day.
That's insane. That is insane. But yeah, Wolfenstein 2 just looked excellent. Absolutely so excellent. Good. It is my second place in best of show for sure. Just that trailer. Ooh, man, so unsettling seeing America just like with Nazis there. Like, oh, that's scary. I don't like that. Like,
I love it.
It's a game about Trump's America. That's okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get slaughtered for that. Okay, was that yours too?
No.
Oh, really?
What? You thought that was mine?
I thought it was too. Yeah.
No.
Oh, by the way, okay, let me just go into this right now. The one right behind Wolfenstein, if I had to do a third place, is Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh, okay.
Is Dragon Ball FighterZ to me. Just
all right.
Beautiful. Excellent. Mwah. Just beautiful. Okay.
It's weird that an Arc Systems game is getting so much praise now when they've been doing the same shit for years.
It's because it's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball just has that appeal. Dragon Ball, it's just something that everyone has wanted. No one cares about.
They want Dragon
Blaze
Ball
Blue.
over waifus?
I mean, the general audience doesn't. Weebs do, but like the general audience, like you're talking about just gamers. Like everybody loves Dragon Ball. Everybody.
I love how you mentioned weeps next to Dragon Ball.
I mean, it's true though. I mean, Dragon Ball is like everyone's anime.
I get it. General appeal.
Yeah. Okay. What's your second?
My second one, very close. I actually this one before I saw the second day of Treehouse gameplay with the map and stuff for Mario, This was actually my favorite, just because I wasn't.
I can't believe you're saying this.
I wasn't no, but the thing was, I wasn't convinced about Mario completely. I saw things that looked 3D World-esque that really like rubbed me the wrong way. Like I wasn't feeling that Mario 64 completely until the second day. Then I saw that and I was like, okay, you got me. I was wrong. But this is still second place. I thought this was probably the best showing during the conferences. Like Mario was during Treehouse. That doesn't count during a conference. This was my favorite showing of a game during the conferences, and that is, of course, Spider-Man. I think that game looks fucking incredible. I think it's going to be an easy go-to contender next year, and I think it's easily going to surpass all other Spider-Man games that exist.
I think it will too, but I mean, I wasn't as surprised of how good the game looked, to be honest. Like, it was exactly what I thought it was going to look like.
I disagree. From that first 1 minute trailer that we got, I had no idea what I could expect from this gameplay.
It looks like,
and when
it
I
looks
got
like
it,
Spider-Man 2, but really good graphics. And
no,
I'm
it looks
okay
like
with
Arkham.
That.
It looks like Arkham.
The combat looks nothing like Arkham. The combat looks super beat 'em up, just like the other Spider-Man games.
Arkham is beat 'em up.
It is, but like I mean, like it just I don't know, like it just looks very.
It is literally Arkham. Like time slows down and you're moving around, punching enemies. It's just way lighter and there's more technique to it because of Spider-Man's webs and shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I did really like the game. Yuri Lowenthal,
but
bless his
even
heart,
if you
beautiful.
did know what to expect, you did not. You could not tell me that it just didn't blow you away, because it looked incredible.
It did look incredible, and it's something that I've wanted to see for a long time. But I was hoping
it looks like a Spider-Man movie come to life.
I was just hoping that like I would be surprised a little more by what they're doing to the game. Like I wanted Insomniac to be like, this is our Spider-Man game. This is going to be something new.
Why?
Take a chance on something and do something a little different. Give me like first person or something. I mean, this is just
what?
This is just, that's just an example. I don't.
Decisions like that shouldn't be arbitrary, though. It shouldn't be like we need to do something different with this. Like if somebody has something different to do with it, then okay, as long as you have a vision. But you shouldn't do it for the sake of being different.
No,
like this looks exactly what it should be.
But the fact is, they didn't have that vision, and that's what I'm disappointed in. The game looks excellent.
What vision is there? Like this is exactly.
They should have come up with it. They're the geniuses. They're the ones that are making $1 million game. Like
but it doesn't need to be different. I don't understand this complaint.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't need to be. It is what I thought it was going to be, and what I thought it was going to be is a great looking Spider-Man game, and that's what it is. I'm still excited to play it. But I don't think it's going to be Game of the Year though.
Oh, I easily think it's going to be Game of the Year.
Oh my God, God of War is going to kill that game. God of War is going to slaughter. He's going to slice Spider-Man's throat open. It's going to be the biggest Spider-Man villain.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think I said it's go-to contender. But I'd like to just counter what you said there. You said you thought it would be a great-looking Spider-Man game. Does me saying I thought Spider-Man would be game of show and it was, now I'm disappointed? Does that make any sense at all? Like, no, it looks great.
It meets the bar of expectation. That's what I'm saying. I wanted it to exceed
my expectations.
It looks exactly what I thought it was going to look like.
You expected all of those cinematics?
Yeah, that's what the Spider-Man 3, the video game for PlayStation 3, does that.
What?
They do the same thing. Like quick time events, like the same thing, same kind of combat, just better graphics, and like obviously it's a sharper, better made
that
game,
amount of interactable environments that you're using during combat.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was hype on the PS3.
I played Spider-Man 3. No. Shut up.
I'm not saying.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm not saying that game is better. No, I'm saying that this is like it's like a sequel to that. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's another Spider-Man game that we would expect. Like if they made a Spider-Man movie, it would look like this if they made a game of it. That's what I'm saying.
But it looks so good.
It does look good. The game looks great. It's just I wanted them to do something where I'm like, wow, like I can't believe they're doing this to like a Spider-Man game. Like that's crazy. But maybe we've only seen one instance of gameplay, so I don't even know. You could be playing as Peter Parker in high school for all we know. Like
they said, first of all, yes, they said Peter has an integral role.
I like that. That's cool. Yeah, I love the voice acting, the cutscenes, and the story. Like that was cool. That's what I wanted.
And they said that chase sequence has multiple, not even multiple. I think it's like completely unscripted. Like it could go a lot of different directions.
Yeah, I'm curious if that helicopter crashing is gonna have consequences too, because that's some damage. Like people are gonna get J. Jonah Jameson's gonna come after Spider-Man's head for sure after that madness. So
yeah. Oh man, I can see him in the game.
See, like, and this is the thing. We can debate all we want. We can argue about who won E3. In the end, we won. That's what really matters. Like, really, I mean, like, we all get these great games. I'm buying Spider-Man. I want that game. I still want Spider-Man. That's another game where I was like, I'm definitely picking this game up. Like, there's only a few games at E3 where I'm like, people that don't own a PlayStation, Xbox.
See, exactly.
But yeah, Spider-Man did look really, really good. I think it was the best of Sony's press conference for sure. I want more. Though.
So you thought Sea of Thieves was better?
If I had to pick a game I wanted to play right now, I think I would play Sea of Thieves. But I think in the end, Spider-Man is going to be the better game, probably. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're two such vastly different games. Like, Spider-Man doesn't have multiplayer. Like, it's not even, like, it's a completely different game. But yeah, like that's one thing that that Sony had that Microsoft didn't was like those big all-star games, like the big like AAA exclusive
titles.
Yeah, like the Xbox didn't really like if they had like a Halo there, then they would.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I was slightly underwhelmed by Microsoft compared to Sony.
Yeah, and
that's people can say all they want. Oh, they just brought back all the games that we had from last year, but those are still AAA games that people loved last year. Why do people suddenly not like those games anymore?
Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't get that complaint. I just don't like the way Monster Hunter and the other one, Detroit, looks. But yeah, I mean, Spider-Man does look great. My best of show is still Mario. Close behind that's Wolfenstein. I think Wolfenstein looks better than Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I'm going to say that right now.
Wow.
I want to play.
Although to be fair, Wolfenstein looks incredible, so I don't care.
Wolfenstein.
God, Wolfenstein.
Mario, look out! That's a GOTY contender for sure.
Honestly, I think Wolfenstein is GOTY contender.
I think easy. After that trailer, oh my god, I wouldn't be surprised if it won. I honestly
wouldn't. Don't know if I'd say that.
I have to play the game first. I have to put that game could be like a 98 on Metacritic.
Just from its showing, I have a great feeling about that game being a GOTY contender for sure.
Yeah.
In a year of like spectacular games.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this was a fun E3. I liked this E3. I loved reacting to press conferences. It was a blast. Gonna be doing it again next year.
Gonna be fun.
It's gonna be real fun. PSX.
Lots of reactions coming out this year as well, though. We got like TGS, we've got PSX, we got Game Awards. Man, there's always something fun game related.
Sprinkle in some Nintendo Directs here and there, and we got ourselves a good hype year for sure.
Oh yeah, we probably will be getting some Directs
real soon. I'm guessing next month, to be honest. Because they need... One thing that I'm super disappointed... Let's talk about disappointments for a little bit. This is going to be fun. Like, just for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not long, though. We're already, like, super over time.
First thing... I mean, obviously, Crackdown 3. Fuck that. That's ridiculous. I can't believe they didn't properly show that game at all.
Not only... But no. Here's the thing. Like, the disappointment isn't just from, you only showed, like, 2 seconds of that game? Why would you do that? It's just that the game itself doesn't look good.
It does. It looks like Crackdown 2. It looks the same as Crackdown 2. Even the graphics look the same.
Where did the destructible environments go? There were
nothing. Where was that
skyscraper
falling down that I saw in that original trailer? Like, terrible. I do love Terry Crews, though. I hope he's in the game, to be honest. But that
was the only redeemable part about that. That sucked, man.
My second most... It's not really most disappointing. It was just odd that it wasn't there. And it's something that I wanted them to touch on was Nintendo and how they did not talk about online capabilities at all. Like, I need clarification on this shit.
That'll be a separate direct. We're good.
Yeah, I needed that, like, right now. Like, I like...
It was a spotlight. It wouldn't make sense for it to be there.
But, like, still, like, what is that app? Like, we still don't know that.
I can tell you my biggest disappointment right now. Okay. In terms of, like, what wasn't there. Where the fuck was Final Fantasy VII?
I knew you were going to say that. Where the hell is that game? Oh my god, I was banking so much on this game being a star at Sony's press conference.
Exactly.
I was banking. This was 100% showing up.
Unlike Kingdom Hearts 3, where they, at least beforehand, they were like, this is going to show up next month at D23. We still haven't heard anything. about FF7.
I mean, TGS?
We
Maybe?
can only speculate that it's going to appear at TGS or PSX.
Which, like, I don't like this thing where it's like, oh, we're not going to show it. Wait till PS. I don't like that. That is, I really don't like that.
I'm tired of all these other events. Just keep E3. Let's have some awesome E3s.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, last year, Sony had a great PSX and a great E3. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know what the problem is. Like, that's the thing. Sony has so many games to show off. They
I think
easily
this
could
year
have.
they're trying to make PSX better
Maybe.
than E3.
Maybe. When is PSX in December?
Yeah, it's like the very beginning of December.
They better be giving release dates to every game they showed during this press conference. Solid release dates for every single game. And I want
Definitely
new announcements. Give me new announcements, too.
We're getting Last of Us Part 2. We're getting FF7 and PSX. It's already looking to be better than E3. So
Crazy prediction. The Last of Us 2 is going to be their winter title next year. I think that's I think that's solid.
I don't think that's crazy. I think that makes a lot of
If
sense.
they can get God of War and Spider-Man in the spring and get that Last of Us 2 greatness in the winter,
But
and
Sean
then get that.
said himself,
Oh, Sean.
no games in the second half of the year.
What?
Sean himself said we're trying to keep all our tentpole titles at the first half.
That seems so weird to me not to push for the holiday season now.
Yeah, it is weird.
Like, give me just one game at least in the holiday season. Like, that's strange.
I think it, but at the same time, I feel like most people who are buying bundles and shit don't care.
I mean, it's not
Like,
about
they'll see
buying
God of
bundles.
War-
Like, I want to
they'll
go to
see God of
Walmart
War-
and get myself a new PS4 game. Like, it's just.
But they'll see God of War and they'll be like, all right, let's buy this
What do you mean? God of War won't be out in the winter. That's what I mean. Like,
next winter. I'm saying.
God of War's coming out in spring, I thought.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it comes out in spring. People won't give a shit when winter comes around. They'll just be like, oh, God of War, let's get this.
I mean, great games are great games. To be totally honest, I couldn't care less when they release. I just think it might be good marketing to get the game out in the winter.
Come out first. Sooner the better. Come on now.
Yeah, the sooner the better, but like, technically, I mean, there's winter every year, there's spring every year. It's the same thing no matter what. Like, I don't know. There's something about like Christmas getting games, you know. That's just me personally, but it doesn't matter. I don't care.
I feel you.
Also, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I really like that. That game looked good. Really like that. That Treehouse gameplay looked nice. The trailer was good, and I really like the Treehouse gameplay. I think that game looks impressive. Crossing my fingers. If that game comes out this year, it's confirmed to come out this year. God, Nintendo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It is coming out this year. Hold on.
That's insane.
That's what I was thinking of. In a direct, they have to give solid release dates for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Where's that Skyrim? Where's Skyrim? Like, there's no solid release date for that. I don't think.
Can you imagine if they have a solid release, or I mean, not solid. If they have a big game like, oh, Yoshi's coming out in March, Kirby's coming out in April. If they have a big game every single month next year too,
That's gonna be
Jesus.
outrageous, man. But yeah,
crazy not to own a Switch at that point.
I think you're crazy not to at least be contemplating whether to buy one right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, I think what you should get is a PS4 and a Switch and save up money for a PC.
Yeah,
That's what you should do. That's what I'm doing. You should do that too. Because, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Xbox. Not that there's anything wrong. But, I mean, if you can make the games look better.
If you give a shit about it. Okay, if you don't give a shit, just buy an Xbox. But if you care enough, build a PC.
Like, if I had to choose between where to play Sea of Thieves, I'm going to play it on PC.
Yeah.
Like, I am. I'm sorry.
Only difference will be that, like, there might be a bigger player base on Xbox, maybe?
I'm sure it'll have crossplay. I almost guarantee you it will.
Oh, actually, yeah, it does. I just remembered.
Sure. I think almost most of Xbox games that come to Windows have crossplay.
Yeah, so there is literally no reason not to buy the PC version.
And if you don't like PC controls, you can use an Xbox controller.
The
Super easy to set up.
The only thing I've heard in favor of the Xbox is that it's streamlined. You don't have to turn on a computer and then get to your games and then turn on the game.
Oh, that doesn't bother me at all.
Like, dude.
Although Windows is a little stupid, though. I'm not gonna lie. Windows gaming or whatever the hell it's called, it's a little weird.
Oh yeah. I forgot that was the thing.
But yeah, are we done here? I think we're pretty much done.
I'm pretty sure we were done like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. All in all, fun E3, fun time talking about this stuff. I'm sure we're gonna have more discussions in the future. Did Sony win? Who knows? It doesn't even matter.
Don't why target in on mine?
Did Xbox win? Sorry, did Nintendo win? Did Ubisoft win? Comment down below. tell us your thoughts. Who won E3 2017? What was your favorite game shown? Best CG trailer? Just give us your E3 moments that you love the most. I'd love to discuss with you guys. If any of you have actually watched this video, make sure to smash that like button and let us know your thoughts on this discussion. And I'm sorry about the language. I'm not editing this. I'm too lazy, so sorry about the language. It was fun. It was fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone, including you, PhenomSage, for joining in on the E3 hype.
The E3 awards.
Or no, I mean just the hype. I mean just E3 in general. Thank you to everyone, Brawl 'em all my fans, everyone that's been watching my.
Oh yeah,
my
I gotta thank some people too, because I got a pretty good fan base out of E3.
Yeah,
so thank
for
you
sure.
guys.
Like everybody that has been watching these reactions with us. Super fun, super fun. We look to improve and do this again next year. Do this again later this year with PSX and Nintendo Directs and stuff like that. It's gonna be real fun. Me and PhenomSage, man, I don't know when we'll make another video together.
Dude, there's literally tons of. We were just talking about making a Mario video.
Yeah, that's probably tomorrow. Look forward to our Mario Odyssey discussion because I'm dying to talk more about that game. There's so much.
That'll probably be only on your channel.
That's okay. That's gonna be a 3-hour video. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. You want to send them off in your classy way, PhenomSage?
No, I don't. Have a good night. You do it.
Wow. Did you hear that, guys? Wow. Man, boy.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.